सेशन हो रहा है तो पूछते हैं। हाँ भैया तो ये विषय आप
Good morning, dear learners. Welcome to teaching learning session. Today we'll discuss about advertising campaign planning, a creative considerations. In our previous lectures, we discussed about what is a general discussion about IMC, that is integrated marketing communication. What is integrated marketing communication? Why communication is important? Then, in our previous lecture, in our last lecture, we discussed about the strategic consideration, advertising campaign planning, strategic considerations. What all strategies an organization should build, right? And today we'll discuss about the creative consideration of advertising. Why advertising is important when an organization wants to meet the masses or wants to create a awareness of the brand, product, or the services of the organization. When they want to reach to the masses, and advertising plays an important role, and it is very important that advertising should be creative. A proper strategy should be there to reach to the masses for the advertising. And if your advertising is creative, it impacts a lot to the masses as well as to the target consumers or the customers, right? So what is creativity? Let us define the creativity first. What is creativity? Creativity in advertising is simply defined as the use of imaginations or original ideas to create something appealing to the masses. Anything which appeals to the masses, or any idea, any imagination which appeals to the masses, so that you can promote your product, services, or brand to the masses, then that is known as the creativity. If you remember the ad of Fevicol, right? Think about that ad, right? How they used, how creative those ads were, or those ads are, right? So this is creativity, the use of imaginations or the actual idea or the original idea that appeals to the masses, that is creativity. Or it could be defined as a personality trait. Creativity as a personality trait is defined as ability to make or otherwise bring into existence something new, to form a solution, method, device, or an artistic object, etc. So, what is, in simpler term, what is creativity? Anything in the use of imaginations or the real idea which creates something appealing to the masses is creativity, right? Creativity in an elements of an advertising campaign. Creativity plays a very important role in advertising campaign, right? So it's an element of an advertising campaign. What is the basic aim of creativity in advertising? The basic aim of creativity in advertising is to provide a value to the customer by creating a strong, appealing, meaningful connection through creative advertising campaign. What is why creativity is required in advertising? So that there should be a connection between the organization or a person, between the organization or the brand and the customer. So it is because of creating a strong, appealing, meaningful connection through creating advertising campaign. Creating creative advertising creates a bond, a appealing, meaningful connection between the customer and the organization, right? Between the target audience and the organization. The target audience are more likely to resonate with the campaign if it is related to their interest and the social appeals. right? If it is if a target audience can resonate that resonate with the campaign, that they feel like that they remember, they somehow remember that advertisements or the product or the brand. Creativity must be within the limit of the moral and the ethical standards of the society, otherwise it would backfire. See, creativity is important. Why creativity is important? Because it creates a bond between the target audience and the customer, right? And it's create a strong, appealing, meaningful connection, actually a meaningful connection, appealing, meaningful connection. But it is very important that creativity should be within the moral and the ethical standard of the society. If it goes beyond that, it could backfire, right? Creativity should be within the moral and the ethical standards of the society, right? So creativity is an important and essential part of advertisements. creative the creative and scientific combination of designing the right message shared at the right time to the target audience can boost the organization growth, build brands, and also win space in the mind of the customer. Why creativity is very important? That it's a very that is designing a right type of a message which creates an a bond, which could create a meaningful bond between the target audience and the organization. So creativity and the scientific combination of designing the right message, the right type of a message shared at the right time to the target audience, right? When you share a right type of a meaningful message, a right type of a message which creates a meaningful bond between the target audience and the organization at the right time to the right target audience, or to the target audience is right type of an audience, to the target audience, it can boost the organization growth, or it can build a brand and can win space in the mind of the customers, right? There are various elements which one should consider while they are creating an art. That is, first is the long lasting visual impact. Visual impact plays a very important role. Creativity plays a key role in deciding the right color scheme, size, shape, font, depth, thickness, and overall presentation of the copy. Advertising Advertisement easy on eyes or distinct enough to grab attention ensure that the target customers do not ignore it. And ADA principle is a basic guidelines guiding tool for creating using the creativity. So first is long lasting visual impact. While you are creating an ad, while you are designing a ad, that creativity plays an important role. And in that creativity, the first element which plays an important role in creativity is long lasting visual impact, right? So this visual impact plays an important role. What all visual impacts includes? The visual impact includes the choice of the colors, font size, color scheme, shape, font, depth, thickness, and overall presentation of your advertisements. And when some advertisement is easy on the eyes or distinct enough to grab the attention, when your advertisement is attractive enough, or when it is different from the others, it can grab the attention of the customers, right? Target customers. And the target customers, then it becomes difficult for the target customers to ignore that type of the ad. So it is very important that one should do take care of the visual impact, right? So font, color combinations, shape, depth, size, all this plays an important role in creativity. Then after this, choosing the right media, it is very important that one should choose a right type of the media, as we are in the era of integrated marketing communication. There could be the various platforms to communicate to the target audience. And what type of a target, what type of a platform one chooses, it depends on the many factors. It depends on the many factors which we discussed in our previous lectures. But again, whether you choose one, two, three, or many platform, the message conveyed to the masses should be same. So as we are in the era of the integrated market communication, the choice of using the right media becomes more difficult. What type of media is the right type of a media? Now it becomes very difficult to choose. We must ensure that the right media is used in the right quantity and the quality to reach audience. And depending on the demographics of the target market, you can choose a mix of traditional and modern digital media. So that is, first one should take care of the visual media, that is how it should look, visual impact. Next is choosing the right type of a media. There are various types of platform available, as I told you. So on which platform you want to convey the message, or you want to advertise your product or brand or the services, that depends on many factor that you should choose. You must ensure that the right type of a media should be chosen, right? That you should choose the right media in right quality and right quantity to reach to the audience. And then again, it depends on the demographics, whether you want to choose one or more than one media, traditional media or the that is the recent media, or the modern media, or the combination. It could be the combination of both. The third factor is timing. Timing is critical and crucial. It is very important. Timing is important as it directly depends on the readiness stage of the customer. We must remember information regarding customer behavior or the consumer behavior, including the buying habit, is used in deciding the timing of the advertising campaign. So, timing is very important. At what time you want to launch your campaign, at what time you want to advertise your product, it plays an important role, right? So timing is important, and has a direct dependence on the readiness stage of the consumer, how a consumer is ready. And the that is see, it depends, the buying behavior varies. The buying behavior of a consumer varies from season to season. Like during the festive season, people would prefer to buy the products, right? More products or the more things, rather than the other times, right? So timing is critical and crucial. At what time you want to hit the audience, or you want to uh, advertise the campaign, it depends on this. Then actionable or call for action. Advertising campaign must use a call for action as a prominent appeal. What you want to convey should be conveyed properly. There should be a call for action. When picking the final copy of an advertisement, we must ensure that there is a clear call for action, and also the time boundedness of the action. Advertising campaign normally has a storyboard, and the advertisement must follow the right sequence to keep audience sequence and also take the action. See, while you are creating an ad, it is like it is a storyboard, है ना? And advertisement must follow the right sequence to keep the audience engaged. That there, if it is like a storyboard, and there should be a right type of the sequence, so that you can engage the audience. And important thing is, there should be a call for action. If you remember the advertisement of some product like Fena Helena, right? uh, this is call for action ki Fena Helena, right? Or washing powder Nirma, right? You should buy, purchase this Nirma or Fena. This is call for action that one should purchase it. Why? What is the call for action? That call for action is purchase this product or buy my product, right? So there should be a call for action in the advertisement. It is like a storyboard, and there should be a sequence, a proper sequence to engage the audience, to keep the audience engaged. And then they, at the end, there should be a call of action. What do you want from me? What do you want from the audience? What do you want? That they should purchase my product or the services, Fena Helena. This is a call for action. There should be a call for action or actionable. Okay, themes in advertising campaign. There are campaign planning, right? Themes, advertisements are based on the themes. There are the various themes on the basis of which we advertise our product or the services or the brands, right? What is theme? The first element of creativity in advertising campaign planning is theme, and theme defined as a central repetitive message that promotes a brand awareness. So what is theme? It is a central idea. It's a repetitive idea or a message that promotes the brand awareness or product, awareness about the brand or product or the services, right? So theme, it is the first element of advertising campaign. On what theme you want to create your advertisement. It's a central, it's a repetitive message that promotes the brand awareness. It promotes the brand awareness. This idea is reflected in all the advertisements in the campaign, irrespective of media or timing. So this is the because this is the central idea. This is a repetitive message, and this idea, this theme is reflected in all the advertisements in the campaign, irrespective of their medias, irrespective of their timings, whether you are using a traditional media, whether you are using a modern media, irrespective that the theme should be same. Theme means that what the message you want to convey to the consumer should be same, whatever media you use or at whatever time you want to advertise your product, the theme should be same. So it should be the theme is free from the media or the timing choices. The advertising campaign immediately connects the brand product with the audience, utilizing the theme in the television advertisements, radio, print, and the internet advertisements. So, theme plays an important role. The objective of advertising theme is to position the product firmly into the minds of the target customers and ensure that there is a high recall value. Why theme is required? Right, why why it is the first and the most important element of advertising campaign? Why theme is required? The objective of advertising theme is to position the product firmly in the minds of the target audience. We want to position our product or the services in the mind of the target audience firmly. So theme is required. Through what theme you want to position the product of the firm or the services of the firm in the target audience, and to ensure that there should be high recall value. People should remember that, yes, that this is a product or this service is available, that this company or this organization is providing this type of the services or the product, and there should be a high recall value. The theme is required. The prime objective is to position the product firmly in the mind of the target audience, and should have a high recall value for the product, right? Advertising agencies prepare a series of advertisements within the theme so that the customer receives the same message in the several different ways, but the meaning and message registered in mind should be same. Whatever media you choose, whatever time you choose, right? So advertising agencies prepares a various series of advertisements within the theme, and why the concept is that the message in the various advertisements should be same, that the same message should be conveyed in any of the advertisement, and the message is to position the products firm position the product firmly in the mind of the customer, and should have a high recall value. The repetitiveness of the theme makes the advertising campaign much more effective in comparison to different individual advertisement without common theme. So when you have a common theme, and that the repetitiveness of the theme makes the advertising campaign much more effective rather than having advertisement without a common theme, right? And there are various factors while you are creating a theme for a for your advertisements, there are various elements, sub elements, that one should consider while you are preparing a theme for the advertisement. The first is the sensibility. The theme shows that the decision of buying the product or a brand as the most sensible thing to do in comparison to the competitors. If you want to portray that you are better than your competitor, how your product is better, your product or service is better, or your brand is better than the competitor's product, this is the sensibility. That this sensibility theme shows that if you will purchase our product or our services or brand, then you will make a sensible decision. This is a sensible decision to purchase our product rather than the competitor's product. So the theme shows the decision of buying the product or brand as a most sensible thing to do in comparison to the competitors, right? The next is comfort. The theme we normally see in consumer durables like cars, air conditioner, etc. is comfort. Comfort is highly popular theme. This comfort theme is highly popular as basic human tendency to make the life comfortable. So there could be the various themes on the basis of which you can make your advertisements. The first theme could be sensibility, when you want to convey that if you choose our product or our competitors product, then it will be a year it will be a sensible decision, right? This shows that you are sensible enough that you have chosen us over others. So theme could be based on the sensibility. Then theme could be based on the comfortability. What we want in our life, we want a comfortable life, right? We want a comfortable life. And when you might have seen the ads of the consumer durables or the luxury goods like air conditioners, cars, or something. What they want to portray, they portray the comfortability, how comfortable your life will be if you will purchase this product, right? So it is a very high popular theme, is highly popular as a basic human tendency to make a life comfortable, right? Next is looks and beauty. The theme could be looks and beauty, and this theme is the center of the cosmetics and beauty product industry, right? The advertisements of various bathing bars, right? Lux, Saundarya Sabun Lux, or it could be Dove. So you might have seen advertisement of Dove or a no mark cream, right? Love Fair and Lovely, Khilti Nikharti Twacha types, right? So looks and beauty. The theme that this theme is at the center of cosmetics and beauty product industry. We all are obsessed with the looks, skin color, hair, clothing, and this theme is a huge success. This theme too is often debated for its ethical and moral responsibility. Yes, it is debatable. A fair skinned girl could be as beautiful as a British skinned girl, but when we presents the when we you might have seen the ads of Fair and Lovely ki gora banade types. So there are the debates. It is debatable on the ethical and moral basis, but again this is a theme, that is looks and the beauty, and this is the center of cosmetics and the beauty product of the industry, right? So we discussed about three themes. The first is sensibility, second is the comfort theme, third is the looks and the beauty theme, and fourth theme could be social and the family values. Even this theme is very important, right? In the traditional markets like India, family and family values are predominant, plays a very important role in consumer behavior, right? So this theme is popular in advertising campaign where target markets are marketed according to the demographic profile, right? When you want to Market your product according to the demographic profile, as the advertisement of the Coca-Cola, right? This they positioned the Coca-Cola positioned itself as a brand which cares about the social relations and the family, friends, social group rejoicing. They are together, and the theme of the Coca-Cola commercial, you might have seen that the advertisements of the chocolates. Right, this is social and family values. The If you want to if you want to gift your loved ones during the festive season, like in during Raksha Bandhan or Diwali season, you can gift them the chocolates, right? Or when people are sitting together and they are enjoying and they are having Coca-Cola or some soft drink types of a thing, right? This shows that this these types of advertisements are based on the social and the family values, and it plays an important role in the traditional markets, right? While a brother is during Raksha Bandhan or during festive season, when someone is um, giving you chocolate as a gift, this shows that a bond, right? So a social and a family value theme. Next could be the prestige and the pride type of a thing. In 1970s, popular advertisements campaign of Onida, right? If you remember the advertisement of Onida, I hope, right? Onida TV played a key role in bringing the theme to the forefront of advertising themes. That is the pride and prestige and pride. That advertisement, it was like it was a pride for the Onida TV owner and the envy for the neighbors. It was like prestige and pride. If you own a TV or a product of this particular brand or a product of my brand, it could be a pride, it could bring a prestige to you, it could be a pride for you, and people might envy from you, they might be jealous from you. So it was something like that, right? So this is the theme on the basis which shows that if you own something of a particular brand, or if you own some particular thing, that could bring a prestige or a pride to you, right? So ego satisfaction through consumption of costly or luxury product like jewelry, high-end cars, etc., uses prestige as the theme, and the people often have a sense of pride when buying or consuming these luxury products, right? When you have something which is that is products like jewelry or high end products, right, or a costly products or the luxury products, that uses the prestige, that I'm having this shows that this brings a prestige, right? And when you have something and it brings a sense of pride, right, while someone consumes or buys that luxury product. So prestige and pride could be another theme. And then patriotism, right? It is again a very important theme which the organization uses frequently, especially during the national festivals like Independence Day and the Republic Day, right? Apart from this, there could be another common themes called like love or a courage or a fear or a self-confidence or a achievement fear. If you want to sell your insurance, show them the fear of death of your loved ones or of your of and then call for the action to purchase the insurance policy, health insurance policy, or something like that, right? Or you might have seen the ads of various oils that first it creates a fear that one could have a various heart one could suffer from the various heart diseases. So if you want to avoid those type of the heart diseases or the lifestyle diseases, use our product, use our oil, right? So this is like first create a fear, the theme is based on the fear, create a fear and then call for action. Keep purchase this product if you want to keep your family and yourself healthy, right? Then there could be a courage, right? कुछ तूफानी करते हैं types, right? और could be based on the self confidence or the achievements, why the boy should have all the fun, right? So achievements or the self confidence and the love. So there could be the various type of the themes. On the basis of these themes, one can make the one can advertise the products, right? So theme plays a very important role, because themes places the themes plays a very important role. As we say, as I said, why theme is important, because it helps in positioning the product or the brand in target audience minds, and it helps in recalling it increases the recalling value of the product or the brand, right? So it is very important, right? So advertising appeals in advertising campaign, it is important that appeal, there should be appeal in advertisements. What is appeal? First of all, understand what is appeal. Appeal is defined in many ways, but the most suitable definition for marketing is suggestion that tries to influence somebody's feeling or thought so that he or she could do what you want. This is appeal. What is appeal? Suggestions that tries to influence someone's mind or the feeling or the thought so that he or she will do what you want. That is appeal. If you want that, you are appealing, you are suggesting or trying to influence someone's feeling, someone's thought, so that they will get what they want. Advertising appeal is a strategic tool commonly used by the marketers to attract the customers, engage them, trigger a response towards the brand product in form of inquiry, purchase, and repeat purchases. So what is the what role the advertising appeal plays? Advertising appeal is nothing but a strategical tool. We make the appeal strategically. Why we appeal it? Why what is the role of advertising appeal? The this is a strategical tool. Advertising appeal is a strategical tool used by the marketer. Why this tool has been used by the marketer? The first is to attract the customer. First thing is you want to attract the customer towards your brand or product or the services. Then engage them. You want to engage them to increase their curiosity and trigger a response towards the by engaging them. What you want through engagement, you want that you want to trigger a response towards a brand or the product in form of inquiry, so that people should start taking interest in your product, and then purchases and the repeat purchases, right? So types of advertising appeal, there could be many types of appeals. Appeal is what? Appeal is again a suggestion that tries to influence someone's thoughts or mind so that he or she do whatever you want them to do, right? Right. And why someone appeals them? The marketer uses this tool to attract the customer, right? Try to engage them, and finally to trigger a response in form of inquiries, and to make purchases and repeat purchases. So there are various types of advertising appeals, like musical appeals. Musical ads are distinct flavor to an advertisement and contribute to uh, grab the attention, right? And music creates emotional connect and can motivate the people, right? So it creates this music function as a bridge between the consumers and the brand product. So there could be the musical ads, right? So it creates a connect, it creates a bridge between the consumer and the brand or the product, right? So distinct flavor could be there. Music delivers message subconsciously to the listener. They casually receive it along with nodding to the beat and humming the melody while looking at items and the music targets. This become enjoyable and effortless exposure, hence in more English. जब मैं छोटा बच्चा था बड़ी शरारत करता था, remember that ad? That is the musical ad. स्टिल वही एड. और व्हाट एट द एंड, जब भी घर में रोशन होता बजाज, right? So that type of advertisements, musical ads, this is the effortless type of the ads, right? It delivers the message. This musical ads, music delivers the message subconsciously to the listener. They casually receive it along with nodding the beat and humming the melody, right? Right, I still remember जब मैं छोटा बच्चा था, right? Right, and while looking at the item of the music art, they become enjoyable and effortless exposure, hence more engaging. Right? It was an effortless exposure. You don't have to make much more efforts if you are if music is good one, and it engage the your target audience, right? The characteristics of music, like different tunes, like instruments, like tempos, like time changes, and pitches, and the content serves a variety of purpose in advertising campaign. Apart from this, if you might have seen the ad of some tea, if I am not wrong, it's a red label or something, that lady is singing and आज कुछ समय अपने लिए निकालते हैं टाइप्स, राइट? So the characteristics of musics, there could be various characteristics of musics, like different tunes. There could be different tunes. One might be using different tunes for the advertisements, or the instruments could be there. It's not necessary that there should be some song type of thing. Even instrument plays an important role. Vataj, tabla vadak, vatajwa, that instrument is there. Then the tempos, time change, pitches, these serves a variety of purpose in advertising campaign. It plays an influential role in overall storytelling in the advertising. Adding the right music has the advantages like ease in grabbing the attention and generating the generation of interest, right? If you want to grab someone's attention and generate the interest, the music plays an important role in that. Then more engagement, long lasting memory of the advertisement, or high recall value. As I'm saying, I still remember that ad jab main chota bachcha tha, right? So long lasting memories are there, and the high recall value is there. Add-on use their different situations and must be catchy, crispy, and clear. Should be catchy, crispy, and should be clear. So all these are the advantages of music ad. Then another could be the humor. Humor is light on mind, but with heavy in terms of impact on consumer. So it could be light, it makes us laugh. It is light on the mind, but heavy in terms on the impact of the consumer. Humorous advertisements are popularly and easy to remember and grab and hold consumers' attention, and in most cases leave a positive impression to the customer, both towards the consumer as well as the brands, right? So humorous ad, if you remember the ad of Fevicol, right? A child sitting on the Fevicol box, and that type of ad was a humorous ad. And humorous is and the this humorous type of ad is light on the mind but has a heavy impact on the minds of the consumers. So humorous ads is easy to remember. It is easy to remember. They are the more popular type of the ads, and they are easy to remember and grab and hold the consumer's attention. Now, through humorous ad, you can grab and holds the consumer attention for a longer period, right? And in most of the cases, these humorous ads leaves a positive impression uh, towards both the consumer as well as for the brand, right? So consume humorous ad, like if you remember, मैं घर छोड़ के जा a child of 3 4 5 years, मैं घर छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ, मुझसे कोई प्यार नहीं करता है, right? And then a servant came and mama ने तो जलेबी बनाई है types. It was a humorous type of a ad, right? I don't know whether you remember that or not. The ad of the Fevicol, that is a humorous type of the ad. Music ads, as I have given you the example of Philips, right? Um, Emotional appeal, what is the then next is the emotional type, emotional appeal, right? The next theme, the next could be the emotional appeal. Emotions plays a key role in consumers behavior, and hence we see the use of appeal in majority of the advertisements, as we all are human beings and we have emotions. Emotions plays an important role in our lives, right? So important plays so the emotions plays an important role in the consumer behavior, and this appeal, right? This appeal and this emotional appeal in majority, we see this emotional appeal in majority of advertisements, right? So appeal is in combination of various emotions, like it includes love, it includes happiness, joy, fear, courage, trust, guilt, etc., and other human connections like pets, climate, etc. There could be a number of emotions could be there, as I told you that emotion of fear, right? You might have seen the ads of various cooking oils, right? That is the emotion, that they create a fear, they generate a fear type of emotion in us, and then they ask for the action to purchase this product if you want to be healthy, right? Or the advertisements of any insurance company, they create a fear. Emotions of happiness, when you buy something which brings a pride and prestige to you, right? It could be happiness, emotion of love, right? When you say that if you want to gift, if you want to gift something to your sister, gift her chocolates, right? That this creates an emotions of love. So emotional appeal is there. So there could be the any type of the emotion, it could be love, it could be happiness, it could be joy, it could be fear, it could be courage, trust, guilt, anything, right? Then the rational appeal, the fourth one is rational appeal. A section of the marketer assumes that the consumers are rational in their decision. They apply their minds while they are making their purchase decision, and hence frequently uses the various type of rational appeals. This involves appealing to the person's logic and evaluate the reasoning and making them feel sensible. When you feel like that your consumer is sensible enough, they are rational, they apply their mind, they weighs the pros and cons before purchasing, right? They make a rational decision. So rational appeal is there. This appeal uh, this appeal involves appealing to the person's logic and evaluate the reasoning, right? And making them feel sensible, like feature appeal, right? USPs, feature appeals is when you say that what is the USP of your product or these services, why one should buy this your product over someone else product, because of the USP, because of the features of your product is better than any other's competitor's product. That is the feature appeal. That is the feature appeal when you feel like that the consumer weighs the pros and cons before purchasing, then they should weigh that it could be on the basis of the features of the product, how my product is different from my competitor's product, on the basis of the features. Then the favorable price appeal, that our product could be different from the another one on the basis of the prices. My product is better than the consumer product, but available at the lesser price, right? Or even if it is at the higher price, there is a reasons for that. So favorable price appeal should be there. Competitive advantage appeal. Competitive advantage appeal is competitive advantage, how we are different from others or why we are better than our competitors, right? It could be on the basis of price, it could be on the basis of features or USPs, or it could be on the basis of say packaging, or it could be on the basis of the after sale services. It could be on the basis of any of the things, right? So this is the rational appeal. When you feel like that your consumer weighs the pros and cons before making a purchase decision, then this type of appeal plays an important role. Rational appeal could include the feature appeal, that the when you convey when you portray the feature USPs of your product and the favorable prices and the competitive advantage appeal. And then the masculine or feminine or the sexual appeal. Gender or the sexual appeals are also prominently used in the advertising, appealing to person's desire to be perfect men or women, right, as per the social standards commonly used in clothing, accessories, beauty, grooming products, especially targeting the masculine or the feminine target customer. This is masculine or feminine when Saundarya Sabun, right? Right. Um, or it could be when you might have seen the ad of a deodorant, right? These ads actually is based on the masculine or the sexual appeals or the feminine appeals, right? Then appeal could be of brand status, or the endorsement appeal could be there, like ego, pride, prestige, and social status are some of the elements. All these are the emotions, although these are the all these are the emotions, and on the basis of these emotions and these elements are used in the type of the appeal, like pride, ego, prestige, and the social status. If you own something, that shows that you are that your status, that shows that you are a high end type of a person, right? So these advertisements usually use celebrity who is admired and recognized as close to the product in personality. The target customer are the brand conscious, and use of a particular product is a social status. When you feel like that I want to own this, I want to use this product, and the use of that particular product is considered as a social status, then you do this type of say, then you advertising agencies use these types of the appeals, right? Like advertisement of luxury cars or luxury items, right? Which brings pride, which bring prestige, or the which represents the social status of an individual. So this depends on the brand or the status or the endorsement of the appeal, right? Advertisement of Tanishq, right? Or advertisement of any five-star hotel or something. You might have seen that the advertisement of these types of the brand or the product is based on the brand status or the endorsement appeal, right? Now, we have discussed about the theme, that advertising should be based on the theme. Then we discussed about the appeal. In the theme, there should be appeal. What type of appeal should be there? That depends on the theme of the product. Then, media considerations, right? So while you are planning, the media considerations plays an important role. What type of a media, in what type of a media you want to advertise your product, right? So advertising is an exercise of promoting a company and its product or these services. We all know what is advertising. Advertising is nothing but a tool of promotions of the product or the services or the brand of the organization, right? And when the organization wants to reach masses, then the advertising is the most important type of promoting tool. Advertising is hence at the best component of marketing, while the new age definition of marketing would be of simplify the choice of the consumer. Advertising helps as a tool in this simplification. All marketing elements must work together for unified marketing campaign goal delivery. See, it is very important that whatever media you choose, whether you choose a traditional media or a modern media or a combination of a both, message conveyed from both media or from any of media should be same, right? What are the objectives and the type of the advertising? There are the three main objectives of advertising. The first is to inform about the brand or the offering, to persuade to buy or perform a task, and remind and reinforce the brand message. What are the three objectives of the advertising? First is to inform about the brand, about the product, about the services, about the offering. First is to create awareness among the masses. Second is to persuade to buy or perform a task, to take an action. Once you have created an awareness, the second is to take an that is actionable, to take an action to persuade the consumer to buy or to perform a task. The third objective is to remind and reinforce the brand message, right? Remind and reinforce the brand message. What is the brand message, right? To inform. What is to inform? The advertisements are used to increase brand awareness and brand exposure to the target market. Advertisements are used to increase the brand awareness and the brand exposure to the target market, informing the potential customer about the brand, about its product, and attaining the it is the first step towards attaining the business goal. This is to inform. This is what the role of the first objective of the advertisement, that is to create awareness among the masses about the product, about the services, about the brand, right? The next objective is to persuade, that is persuading consumers to perform a particular task is a major objective of advertising. You have created an awareness. Now what you want from the consumer to perform a particular task, and the task may involve the buying or trying the product, and the services offered to buy the product or to try the product, and forming a brand image, developing a favorable attitude towards the brand, etc. It could be anything. It could be to persuade the consumer to buy or to try the product or the services offered, to form a brand image. It could be to develop a favorable attitude towards the brand. So to persuade, and to third objective is to remind. Another to remind, that is to reinforce the brand message and to reassure that the existing and the potential customer about the brand vision, right? So it is the that is creating awareness of about the brand, about the product, about the services, and to avoid the competitors stealing the customers. This is also helps in the word of the mouth marketing. So these are the three objectives of the marketing. There are the various types of advertising. That is, first is ATL, that is above the line advertising. Right, is above the line advertising. It includes activities that are largely broad based, targeted, and have wide reach, right? So above the line, like advertisements on the TV, newspaper, and this, when the target audience, when you want to reach the masses, right? Broad based target, when there is a broad based target. ATL market, ATL, that is the above the line advertising. That is marketing is often done on the large scale, which the with the marketer not being in direct contact with the prospect or the customer. One can go with this marketing approach if one wants to increase the reach of the brand, spread awareness about the brand, or cater the wide audience. So above the line, when you want to reach the masses, when you are not in direct contact with the audience, and when you want to create a brand awareness or the or you want to create cater the wider audience, then one can go for ATL type of an advertisements, that is above the line. Next type of advertisement is BTL. That is, what is BTL? Below the line advertising. What is below the line advertising? Below the line advertising includes the conversation, that is focused. It is a focused type of an activity which is directly toward the specific target group. When you know who is your target group, and when you are focusing the activities, or the when you are focusing on the activities of your target group, like below the billboards, sponsorship, or in-store advertising is the below the line. Billboards, when you might have seen the billboards. Sponsorship, who is sponsor, when we know who is our target audience. Suppose who is our target audience, we sponsor various events where youth, or where you feel like that the footfall of youth, and students will be there, and uh, there you advertise your product, or in-store advertising. That is when you know your target audience, and that is the focused group is there, right? Next is TTL, that is through the line advertising. ATL, BTL, and TTL, through the line advertising. That is, it includes activities which uses both ATL and BTL strategies simultaneously. These are directed towards the brand building and the conversions, and make use of targeted advertising strategies, right? Example of through the line are the cookie based advertising, or the digital marketing strategies. That is, TTL is where you use both ATL and BTL type of a thing, where you know your target audience, and you are focused. BTL is when you are focused, and focused about that, then that is BTL, toward the specific target, focused about the specific target group. And ATL is when you want to increase your target audience, when you want to reach to the masses, then you use, in TTL you use both ATL and BTL type of the strategies simultaneously. That is through TTL, right? So advertising campaign planning, it is very important that you should have a plan. To be successful, you should have a proper plan of action. And the first step of defining the advertising campaign planning is, there should be 4 W's and 1 H should be there. 4 W's is why, who, what, when. Why, who, what, and when. And H stands for how. Why? This is where one defines the short and the long term goals. Why we want to advertise the product, right? Of the advertising campaign. Why? This defines the goals, the short term goals as well as the long term goals, how they align with the business objective, right? This identify the business problem that advertising is trying to solve, and how communication will help in meeting that goal. Why advertising is required, what is the problem. This defines the business problem, and how advertising is going to solve that problem. Next is who, describe to whom the advertising will address, who will be the primarily and the secondary audience of the campaign, with to whom we want to show the ads, who, right? Who will the communication reach, and whom it will be relevant for, and this question dealt with accordingly. What that first was, why a campaign, advertising campaign is required, and to whom we want to target, who, and what clearly articulates what the campaign will say. What the campaign will say, what we want to convey, is an ideal scenario of market that defines what to say, while the advertising agency is defining how to say the key message. This also defines what are going to be the key success aspect of the campaign, right? So, what to say, what we want to convey should be very clear. When stage the marketer decide when to actually break a campaign, right? When to advertise the product are also called the air date, right? Is that a tactical campaign, say campaign done for the sale of the Diwali sale, or a planned or a long term campaign which happens for a particular time, like for IPL, or one which runs throughout the year so that the brand remains in the mind of the consumers, right? So this is when, how, this tells the marketer what will be the format in which it will be present, the choice of channel of the advertisements, how will you advertise your product, whether you will advertise on the traditional media, whether you will advertise on the modern media, or depends on the combinations of the both, right? So these four W's and one H plays an important role in while you are planning for an advertising, right? Framework for marketers to think through the funnel. One framework which marketers follow to cover the full customer cycle is PRAISE framework. PRAISE framework is PRAISE is an acronym for what? P stands for plan. In PRAISE, P stands for plan, R stands for reach, A stands for act, and C stands for convert, and E stands for engage, right? Planning is the first step in the advertising campaign design, right? It involves creating the overall strategies, objectives, plan, right? All should be the short term goals, long term goals should be there. Reach, this involves the building awareness and visibility to your brand, product, and services in offline media and other media websites. How will you reach to the, how the idea is to reach the maximum number of the people, right? And act is to generate the lead. Act is to generate the lead. It encourages the interaction between the consumer and the brand, and then convert the simple conversion to the sale, right? And then the engages metric is to generating engagement between the brand and the consumer, right? So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Namaskar.